Welcome, everybody, to the Multiverse Podcast, episode lucky number 13. I'm your host, Jimmy. Co-host right next to me is Warren. And the
What
voice
up?
that you never see the face to, the GOAT, Mr.
What's
Wes.
up, everybody?
What's up,
How
everybody?
are we doing?
Well, it's the day after. We are not a political podcast, but we are going to give our opinions. We're going to keep it constructive, my friends. I don't know which way you lean or anything like that, but I think we should all just kind of give our thoughts on how yesterday went down, and we'll really keep it light. We'll keep it light. And we're going to start off with the one that is probably the most passionate. Wes, what are your thoughts?
I mean, it is what it is. You know, it's a democratic process. It played out. You know,
This is democracy.
This is democracy. This is America.
This is democracy.
Don't
get you slipping them.
I feel like I got the vibe pretty early that it was happening when I was watching CNN for the most part, and the dude goes into the counties and then goes into the bubbles of the votes that are left versus the margins, and he just keeps doing that over and over. And I'm like, this isn't mathing. This isn't mathing at all. And then
that was the biggest thing. Yeah,
we get to a point where I think the blue wall, the 3 states that are all red, and they're all over like 90-something%, but they're not calling them. Like, come on, guys.
Yeah, it's copium.
Like,
Yeah.
That's kind of where I was at last night. I was looking at the numbers and I was watching a bunch of different stuff. I was like, there's not enough votes left to shift anything.
Yep.
Right.
I was like, Trump won.
Yeah.
It's just math, right? I mean,
here's my takeaway. Paid celebrities and big names and big faces aren't really what wins elections, or at least not right now. To me, it was pretty obvious that it was the urban areas and the suburban areas, and it wasn't necessarily anything to do with being influenced by your favorite actor or favorite singer or anything like that. I mean,
well, I think it was like they did it way. And Kamala had 90 days to prepare or something like that. Like,
days,
that was my next takeaway. She was fighting an uphill battle the entire way. And the big mistakes, mishaps, missteps, which are hindsight, you can't see that stuff until you're done and you see the data, is the focus on abortion being her main focus. That was not the focus with the exit polls or what the people are voting on. It was the economy. And she could not figure out a way to detach herself from Joe Biden.
Yep.
And I feel like those 2 things were her downfall. I feel like if she had full prep time and she actually went through the process and she was nominated. Prep
Doom.
Time. Yeah. And
Batman.
She went through the process and she was nominated.
Batman.
She was nominated by her peers and had the full time that Trump had and all of that. And she wasn't connected to Biden. I feel like it would have been a much closer
it would have been
race.
a scrappy fight. Yeah.
It would have. She
also had some really
bonehead things that they
bonehead
took
moments,
with.
like Cardi B, her prompter going out, and just Cardi B just stood there, didn't know what to say. Right?
Yeah, it was terrible. It was so
embarrassing. And like,
hurt.
I'm not trying to talk crap about Cardi B. I don't really listen to her music, but like I don't think genius when I think Cardi B. I don't think she's stupid, but I'm like, in my mind, I'm like you're smart enough to say something, but she literally just stood there. So in my mind, I'm like, they were like, you have to read this. And I was like, that's not good. I was like, I think that's really shown across a lot.
Yeah.
But I do want to keep it really light and move on. I'll just say, I think Trump did focus on what, like kind of you mentioned, Jimmy, like those rural, hardworking American people. They were focusing on like the economy and the border and like a lot of the problems that Trump, said were a problem. And then Kamala at the end said they were a problem. Well, these were all problems that existed with Biden, Kamala Harris's presidency run.
She couldn't detach.
So it's like you said, I don't think she could detach too much from that because people kept asking her, it's like, well, why didn't you fix those things when you were in office? That's a really hard, and people are like, she never answers questions. And in my mind, I'm like, she really can't because she was in power.
She has a boss. She has a boss.
Yeah.
Another thing is, I feel like Trump's campaign was way more spot on taking advantage of moments. When she was asked on The View if she would have done anything different over the last 4 years of Biden's administration, she said no. I mean,
you're not going to crap on your boss, you know.
Yeah, you can't crap on your boss.
She's also the vice president.
And it looks
what I'll say.
So good for her on that.
Yeah.
But what I'll just say and I think we should move on after this is,
I got one thing.
It's a hard time for a lot of people. Okay, no, go Wes.
Okay, what I'll say is that at the end of the day, you respect the office, you don't respect the person. You don't have to respect the person. Right. As somebody that, leans left, I'll just say it, I don't mind. This was a clear rejection from the working class. And if they ever want to, return to form, they're going to have to listen to those people that they've clearly rejected. Right. So
the Democratic Party has to look within and kind of take stock and have a little bit of humbleness and figure out.
Do you think
only 4 years
there? Yeah, no, I think there was some disconnect there. He said only 4 years.
Yeah, definite.
That's one thing you can say. Sure. Trump can't be president again,
unless.
No. I saw a meme this morning. Trump gets rid of the 8-year term, and then 2028 it's Obama versus Trump. I saw that already.
That would be hilarious.
That would be wild. Okay, all right. We're not a political podcast. We have huge Marvel news.
Keep fighting the good fight.
Yeah.
I was just gonna say, you know what? We're all people at the end of the day.
Yeah,
and that's what I always.
I don't have to agree with you. You don't have to agree with me. That's okay. And millions of people didn't agree with Trump.
Exactly.
I mean, there was tens of millions of people that did agree with Kamala and her ways and her thoughts. Yeah. So that's a democracy.
Yeah, and the people who voted for Trump, like, you're happy, okay? Be cool about it. Like, there's no reason that we should walk the street rubbing in people's faces and screaming and shouting. The people who voted for Kamala, you're sad. It's okay to be sad. We're all human beings. Let's just be cool with each other, treat each other with respect. Like,
and come together. That's the biggest video games and podcasts and topics.
Exactly. We're humans.
I saw your tweet last night, Wes. You're like, oh, I'm just gonna go play video games.
I also had some pretty good ones. I was
watching you.
All right, so there's some cool news.
Okay.
And I'll say here that I've heard this before it was put out there. So I think there's some good legitimacy to the news. Mm-hmm. The Scarlet Witch is going to return, I believe, in Avengers Doomsday. I don't think she's going to return before then. But this is coming from Beyond the Trailers' Grace Randolph, who is hit and miss with some scoops. But again, I have heard this prior to her saying it. She said something about the Scarlet Witch is coming back in Avengers Doomsday. There is a relationship that they're going to possibly explore with Doom and the Scarlet Witch. But right now, it seems like Marvel's kind of shifting their focus a little bit. But there's a lot of things that they really could do that are really cool with the Scarlet Witch and Doom.
Okay.
And I'm here for it. I mean, there's a romantic. They were engaged at one point.
I was about to say, weren't they a thing? Comics. They were a thing, yeah.
Yeah. They're both incredibly powerful sorcerers, right? They could go down that route. Even if they're not romantically involved, you could have, like, imagine having the two most powerful sorcerers, like, you're trying to go up against them. That's hard.
But do you think they go that route again and weaponize her again?
So that's the only thing that I was like,
we've already done that.
Whoa, for the people who were not so happy about her being a villain in Multiverse Madness, this might not sit too well with her. However,
it would be an awesome duo.
It would, but in my, Marvel mind that I am just naturally as a person, and I talk about this every day, Doom does try to save the multiverse leading up to Secret Wars.
He has good intentions,
the Time Runs Out storyline is all about him trying to work with Molecule Man to save the multiverse from the Beyonders. But ultimately it leads to a moment with him and Doctor Strange where he's like, we can't do it. So basically I'm going to kill the Beyonders and we're going to save one universe. Yeah. And Doctor Strange is like, but how are you different than them if this is what you're going to do?
Doctor Strange has no room to talk with what
now he does. In the MCU he doesn't. But basically, he ends up agreeing with Doom because Doom is like, look, we can't save anything. Mm-hmm. Or like, the multiverse is going down. Wouldn't it be good to just save a universe to keep something alive? And Doom's like, or Strange is like, yeah. Like, you lose everything or keep one thing, right? Like, it's kind of like, those are really the only options in this case.
Doom and Thanos are misunderstood. I'll say it over and over. They are. They're really good guys. They are. They're good guys. They're good. They're good guys that go off the rails every once in a while. They have good intent.
I mean, in the comics, like Thanos. Well, Thanos is just like a straight up murderer in his youth. and like when he grows up, like he's a straight up murderer. He just like killed his mother. Like he's a murderer. He's not a good guy. It's like Agatha. Everyone's like, oh, she's like humanized now, and I love her, but I'm like, she's not good.
What if
like
she wasn't a good mom? What if she wasn't a good mom? There's a balance. For Thanos, it's all about balance.
No, I get it. No, but it's not just her. He murders a lot of people.
I'm
Just giving you a hard story. No, I know, but this is important because this is where the story of death and Thanos' relationship comes into play. He starts killing for her, and then he's like, you know what? I freaking like killing. And he like goes on a rampage. And he even tries to separate himself from her and everybody else because he's like, yo, I'm like a serial killer now and I need to stop it. But ultimately he's like, nah, I like it.
I mean, Strange does the same thing. I mean, in certain comic runs, I mean, he goes around killing and taking all the power from different entities. Did he not? He definitely did in What If.
But you're talking about normal people.
He was murdering normal people. He was trying to kill the Indian girl and take her power. Ooh. The newly introduced in What If, I can't remember her name. Superhero.
Oh, season 2?
Yeah. He was literally trying to chase her down and kill her.
Season 2. See, I don't watch season 2. I don't care for What If. I know a lot of people love it. Dope. But I didn't like season 1. And remember we've talked about this on the channel a lot. I'm not the biggest animation.
Neither am I. I'm not either. Well, if Scarlet Witch is in the mix, it's a good thing to me.
I think at this point in time, it's like, yeah, dude, she's coming back, and whether her solo movie comes in the Multiverse Saga or after, like, I can't wait. I can't wait just to see her return, and and they left it ambiguous, really intentionally, in Agatha all along, where Billy's like, is the Scarlet Witch really dead? And she's like, yeah, no. Yeah. Maybe. It's like Marvel.
Never says
you know what you're doing.
Yep. Sticking with Marvel, a hot take. Eternals, 3 years later, should they give it another go? Yes.
Not right now.
Yes.
During the Multiverse Saga?
Absolutely. Why not?
There's no room.
That one plugs in fine.
Not really, because the Celestials don't really have anything to do with it.
They're about to dig adamantium out of Tiamut's butt, man. I mean, it's connected to the X-Men. Is it not? Is it Captain America's at Thunderbolts where literally the celestial body is going to be a focus?
Captain America, but the X-Men come after the Multiverse Saga is the thing.
No.
I think yes. To answer the question, yes, I think they do give it another run. I think they should continue the story. I even think some of the Eternals should be involved in the Multiverse Saga, but for an actual sequel, Eternals 2 after the Multiverse Saga, there's no room. I know what the slate is. As it is right now, there's some mystery projects, and the Eternals is not one of them.
I know, it's not. I'm just,
we've stated many times we like the Eternals, and I do. I like the Eternals movie. I do. I want there to be a number 2. So yeah, I mean, I think they
come on. We've got introduced to Star Fox. I know we're not getting the Black Knight or Blade or anything that. Not right now.
No,
not anytime soon.
That's kind of well. That's a really weird one right now. Rumors are going crazy from like reliable insiders like Daniel RPK. He's saying like, no, like Blade, they're getting a new script and that's like a priority now. I'm like, I don't know what's going on at this point. Like, it's like one day it's this, one day it's that.
I think it may be a priority for after the multiverse when they focus on the Midnight Suns or stuff like that.
Well, that's what I was thinking too. But apparently, no, they want some supernatural, like, this is going to sound really weird, like some supernatural thing that's like not Agatha, not like magic, but like more the werewolf stuff.
Then
they want that in the Multiverse.
Give us cameos in Secret Wars or Doomsday. Give us Ghost Rider. There you go.
Yeah, I would love Ghost Rider.
Yeah, give us Nick Cage. Yeah. Let Nick Cage come in as a variant.
Let's go.
Come on. All right, new Penguin episode. Spoiler alert: we are one episode away from the finale, and I mean, I know it's a broken record, but I literally am going to say the same thing I've said for the last 7 weeks. Top-notch storytelling is getting better and better. I am absolutely hooked. And I will say this, I agree with the people that are pushing the narrative that they have made this to a point where if Batman does not show up in the finale, it's not necessarily going to go with the narrative of how Batman ended. Because they're just wreaking havoc, man. They're dropping
aren't
bombs.
We past that?
No, I don't think so. What do you mean?
We're past the ending of the Batman.
Yes, we're past the ending of the Batman.
Yeah.
But the ending of the Batman was, I mean, Arkham or Gotham City, everybody was, it's the Batman, like on your toes. The
right, sure.
criminal
he's there
under.
now.
Yeah, he's there.
Right,
yeah. The underground knows it. And Oz and every other, Sophia, they are operating with zero worry about anything. I mean, come on, she just blew up an entire city block underneath. You don't, how is Batman not a part of that? How is he not aware that
no,
that's
I thought he
on?
might show up. Yeah.
I think he does. I think he does.
You know, I don't know. I did hear that like by the end it sets up the Penguin to be like this major player against the Batman, right? Specifically like against Batman.
He's setting up for that for sure.
But does he appear?
Look, if you asked me in episode 1, I would say that's bad taste. Don't shoehorn Batman in because that's what everybody does. It's the Penguin story. Let's go with it. We are in episode 7, 6, 7, 8, whatever. They've already proven that they know how to storytell. They've already proven what this is a Penguin and Sophia story. There is no bad taste now if you bring the Batman in the end. That's just the icing on the cake.
I think it has to be like
series.
Well, right, but I think they have to end the story with Penguin and Sophia, and then all the other, all the other crime bosses that the Penguin has now recruited. I think they have to go to war. 2 sides are established, or maybe multiple sides, and then after that, the Batman comes in, maybe last 10 minutes of the movie, does something, and then the crime bosses are like, well, now we got to watch out for this freaking guy too.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Doesn't have to be 10 minutes, but also I'm hearing a lot of rumors about the main villain of Batman 2 not necessarily being the Penguin, but actually being the Court of Owls. So I'm not really sure how we get to that unless this grouping that the Penguin is bringing together, they somehow end up being the Court of Owls, but they don't have that vibe to me. They're just all separate gangster groups.
Right. I mean, maybe you could, but I'll point out that was actually the rumor for the first Batman, that the Court of Owls was good. Yeah.
It needs to be in there somewhere. I mean, it's a great story.
It's a great story, but it's like they could make it work.
It's not a played out story.
But no, it's not. But I'm careful to believe that since it was the rumor for the first one, I'm like, are they just regurgitating it?
Could be.
Or maybe there's some validity to it where they're like, hey, we were gonna do that. Let's save it for the second one. Who knows? But the Penguin is just like top tier programming. Right. I love it.
All right, hot seat. Answer really fast, both of you. Does Sophia die? Yes or no?
Yes.
You think so, huh?
I think she is.
You know what? I'm thinking maybe she does because like she's not Sophia Falcone anymore, right?
Gigante.
It's Gigante, right? Yeah, so it's just kind of like, I mean, does she die?
Yes or no, Warren? Quit sitting on the fence.
He's analyzing.
I'm thinking out loud. I mean, I don't know. I really don't know. I'll go ahead and lean more towards yes.
Okay. Does Vic die?
Yeah.
Ooh,
he doesn't survive the end of the show.
I think he does.
They've been setting it up like this wholesome story about like, you know, Oz and Vic. They're just like homies. You know, now they're together, and then it's just gonna be boom.
I think he's got a chance too, because I think he could end up being the Zaz guy. Personally, does Oz's mom die?
I was gonna say I think his mom dies.
Oh yeah,
I 100% think Oz's mom is a goner.
I think Sophia kills.
I thought
his mom.
I think that's how Oz goes off the deep end, like deep in.
Mm-hmm.
I think that I thought she killed. I thought she was in the back of that trunk.
Yeah.
Mm.
What would be a real big twist is if Sophia set up and staged it, made it look like Vic kills Oz's mom, and then Oz goes and kills Vic.
That would have been crazy.
We'll see. It's going to be good. I'm excited. Back to MCU. Before we go on, guys, if you want to catch the Multiverse Podcast anywhere, we are on every platform: Spotify, Apple, YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, you name it. The link is in the description. You can comment. You can get involved with us, and we're growing. We're growing.
We're out there, man.
We're out there. You can search the Multiverse Podcast anywhere, and follow us on all those platforms. We truly appreciate
it.
Yes.
And input, comments, please.
Yes. Good comments,
Help
bad comments, constructive
podcast.
criticism. Yes. Be involved with us. All right. Agatha All Along becomes the top MCU show. This is BS. Surpassing Loki season 2 on Rotten Tomatoes. I am 100% on board with Agatha. I've proven that for this entire stint of the podcast, and we've talked about it. I loved it. I didn't give it a chance at first, and I should have. It's been stellar. It is not better than Loki season 2.
I always gave it a chance, but I didn't like the first 2 episodes. I was very open about that. I've even done. Yeah, I even did a couple. And then
I did. But I started episode 1 and I liked it. I actually liked it.
And you're like, Warren doesn't know what he's talking about.
Why
to me, this is the whole, because it's kind of like it irks me because it's a complete waste of time in my opinion. We know it's not real, so it's like and I even did my review. I did my review. I was like, I was wrong. Like I was wrong. I only watched the first 2 episodes when I did my review. I did not like the first 2 episodes. I still kind of stand by that. By the end of the second episode, I thought it got good when they started singing the song. I was like, I really like the song and I really like where this is going. From episode 3 and on, loved it. I was very open about that.
Excited.
And I even heard some people say on Twitter when I was like, yo, Agatha All Along was awesome. Some people are like, oh, now you like it? I'm like, I've liked it since episode 3. Like I've been very open about that. But I always give it a chance is the thing. I didn't write it off, right?
But it's not better than Loki.
Loki is my favorite.
It's a great ride. It's a great story. It does not touch Loki season 2, in my opinion.
Agreed.
It doesn't.
Loki season 2 is some of the best writing we've had since Endgame.
Either one. It's a different animal. It's a different
story. They are very different. They are very different. It is more like WandaVision, but I do think the story, like the writing, was really good with Agatha, but Loki's writing's amazing
Past, present,
too.
future,
but this
burdened by gore.
I mean,
so good.
The Loki writer and the Penguin writer need to get together and have a baby.
100%.
Well, I mean, Jack Shaver for Agatha and the other writers involved, like fantastic job. Like at the end with the Witch's Road twist and everything like that, I'm like, this is honestly like really fantastic writing. Yeah,
it was good.
And the practicality of the set really, I think, was really great.
Speaking of not fantastic writing, Moon Knight director says there could be a film, or he could go to another universe.
How do you mute him?
Could happen for sure via deadline. There's not going to be a season 2, and the only way I would get excited, you already know, I wasn't a fan of it. I thought it was drawn out. I thought it was too complex. I didn't enjoy it. It didn't stick for me. Too complex. I think if they did a film, there could be a shot, but I think we're past that. It's done. Send him on to another universe.
I think he does. I think he appears in Doomsday or Secret Wars, has a cool role, and they're like, yeah, let's do season 2 or something like that. I really liked Moon Knight season 1. I thought Oscar Isaac's performance.
Oscar Isaac is awesome. I like him. I like him a lot. I just could not
get into it. I don't know if anybody really knows this, but I went to undergrad and graduate school for psychology. Those are what my degrees are in. So I loved it. Yeah. It was awesome.
Okay, well, I could understand that. His costume's really good. I'll give him that.
Oh yeah.
I couldn't get on with the elephant driving the boat out in the middle of wherever they were.
Those are like big things.
It was an elephant
with the MCU though. Like you think about Black Panther and everything. Like
I know
with bats. But I will say, I think it would maybe benefit Marvel Studios to do a TV mature rating for a season 2 of Moon Knight, because in the comics, you ever read some comments with Moon Knight, like he's like, dark. So I think
more of a Daredevil vibe
we need to do.
Yeah,
he cusses a lot.
All right. Josh Brolin said he will return as Thanos in Secret Wars if it fits the story. Stop BSing. We don't need it. Just stop. Everybody stop.
They can't just say
Josh Brolin will here. Let me fix it. Josh Brolin will return as Thanos in Secret Wars because the Russo brothers are writing a great story. How's that?
Yep.
There you go.
W.
But they can't come out and say, yeah, I'm returning. Like they have NDAs and stuff like that. They can't just say it. They don't want to say it anyways. But at this point in time, anybody says they're not the werewolf, like Andrew Garfield, like we just go back to that now.
He's coming back. He's coming back, man. I'm excited. I can't wait.
He was an Ant-Man, and then like 2 months later he was Ant-Man, right? So it's like
I really hope that they pay off the comic storyline. He got the best of Iron Man to a degree. Obviously, Iron Man snapped, killed him, but he owned Iron Man up until that point, right? I want to see Doom take that spot out of that panel and just pick him up and turn him into bones, dude.
Yeah.
It's gonna be good.
We talked about it before. That would be a really great way to show how strong Doom is.
Oh, he's cannon fodder. He is absolutely gonna be put back in this to establish the power level of Doom. Maybe they start off together, or he's like a henchman type.
That's what I was thinking. Yeah,
there's gonna come a point where Doom rips his skin off. I really feel that.
I think Doom might actually have, some type of backing. Maybe that's when the Scarlet Witch comes into play. Like he's gathering people for his side. Maybe originally he's trying to save the multiverse, and then when it kind of gets spotty, some people go against him, and maybe that's when he's like,
do we get a round 2 of Scarlet Witch versus Thanos?
No, I don't think so.
No. All right.
I think the Scarlet Witch really very much understands variants. Like they're not all the same. Some can be very different. Some can be the same, but you know what I mean? Like, yeah. And I think Doom is, he is one of the smartest characters ever in Marvel history, right? Genius. Yeah. I think he knows how to like say things and put things in a way that would honestly make, a lot of people probably want to follow him.
I agree. Live action Zelda film releasing before 2030. I mean, my God, that's 6 years away.
I'm so nervous about that. More than I'm nervous about the Harry Potter remake. Everything, dude.
Just don't Minecraft
Zelda.
Don't Minecraft us. Yeah, you're right. Gosh. It could go really good or really bad. When you think live action Link,
Minecraft.
I go and I automatically, my thoughts like go to all those fan films where it's like Link in this crappy costume running around in the woods. I'm like, please no. Please no.
First of all, when he runs across like plains, he needs to, do his flips.
Dodge roll.
He has to do the dodge roll.
Who do they cast as Link and who do they cast as Zelda?
Dude, I'm for Tom Holland playing Link. I really am. I think he's got the look.
You don't like that, Wes?
No.
So I'm saying just looks wise. Sorry, let me backtrack. Looks wise, I think Tom Holland could play a good one. And I've heard this. I don't want Zendaya to play Zelda.
No, it's got to be Anya Taylor-Joy. Anya Taylor-Joy.
Yes, dude.
She's perfect. That's Princess Peach. She did the voice actor.
She's Furiosa.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
She's magic, and
I think Wes Ball is gonna crush it. The director.
In what the heck? Why can't I remember their names? New Mutants.
Yeah.
She's magic from New Mutants.
The Queen's Gambit as well.
Queen's Gambit.
Okay. In terms of Link, I don't know. I mean, there's a bunch of possibilities, but I think they're gonna crush it, just because like Nintendo has a quality control, and it's Wes Ball. Like that dude's, he just releases heat. That's what he does.
I hope it's good, man. All right, Stranger Things.
You know the meme of like, the meme of Ben Affleck like. And he's like smoking a cigarette. That's me when it comes to Zelda. But anyways, continue, Jimmy.
Stranger Things final episode titles have leaked. Let me know your thoughts, guys. The Crawl, The Vanishing of Redacted, The Turnbow Trap, Sorcerer, Shock Jock, Escape from Camazotz, The Bridge, and The Right Side Up is the alleged title for the final episode ever of Stranger Things.
The Sorcerer intrigues me.
I'm hyped, bro.
Shock Jock intrigues me. Also, what is Camazotz?
It's from D&D, isn't it?
Where are they escaping from? Is that what it is?
It's like a D&D, like like a vampire type thing. Sense. I don't even know.
And then The Right Side Up. I mean, we're going from the upside down. Are they going to make everything right?
Yeah, right. Yeah,
it's got to be.
I'll digest it. I've said before. I've said before that I've lost interest. I was really into it in season 1 and 2, and kind of lost it. But I'll digest it. We'll see.
I'll definitely watch it for sure.
Yeah,
and I hope it's fantastic.
Yeah, that's true too.
Like the actors are like adults.
I know. I mean, when did we get when did we get season 4? Was that like 2 years ago?
Yeah, it was because we had to like wait forever because. I think
COVID and
yeah, I think so. Yeah, it was 2022. Yeah.
It is interesting. Like you watch you watch some of these shows like Friends or like Big Bang Theory. It's got like 12 episodes. It's funny. You see like some of these characters in the beginning. By the end, they have like, some of them have like gray hair and stuff. It's like the same thing. Like these were kids when they started, you know what I mean? And now, you know, Millie Bobby Brown's doing movies with Chris Pratt and, you know, Henry Cavill. And it's like, it's crazy. It's really cool to see. Like when you're there from 11. The beginning.
She's 11. She's a little kid. All right. Hit or miss time, Wes.
Okay, here we go, guys. It is hit or miss time. Let's get your signs out. You got your stuff? Got Jimmy's.
Oh, yeah.
I'm ready.
Okay, starting off, we have hit or miss reality TV shows.
So they are so saturated. A miss. They are so saturated, so burned out, so convoluted.
You got to watch the right ones.
Whatever, dude. Survivor season 72. We're going back to the island. Love Island season 27. The Bachelor season 112. Will they find love? No, they won't. Come on.
See, I don't watch like, with the exception of some Korean ones, I don't watch like The Bachelor or the Love Island. I don't watch the American ones, but I do watch like Big Brother.
Jersey
like,
Shore, back together again.
I never watched Jersey Shore. See, that's the thing is like most of my reality comes from Korea. They're Korean reality shows and they're much better.
Yeah.
But I mean, there's a reason those shows have so many seasons because people eat that stuff up, man.
Because people like to watch a car wreck. They like to watch a house burn.
They like drama.
They like rubbernecking to see what is like falling apart as they drive by. They like drama.
Yeah. Watch Physical 100. It's on Netflix. You can dub it or sub it if you want. It's Korean, but it's awesome.
All right.
It's about who has the physical best body.
Okay.
And they go through a lot of cool different trials.
All right.
Cool. Next up, hit or miss. Towel warmers after you get out of the shower. You guys like a warm towel?
Not a necessity, but definite plus.
Sounds great. I've never had one.
Callie got me one last year. It's sitting in my bathroom. I don't use it every time, but when Grady's like, Dad, can I use your shower? I just want to use the towel warmer. There is something about setting it on, taking a 20-minute shower and getting out with the hot towel. It's pretty nice.
Yeah. I mean, it's a nice feeling. I've definitely had it before, but
I'll say it's a hit.
I feel like a cold shower and then the towel warmer would be really good.
No cold showers. What is wrong with you guys?
Well, I mean, like if you're already hot in the
shower. You guys, I didn't say cold shower.
Oh, okay.
If you're already like in the shower and it's hot, like it would just, it would feel weird for me.
No, you take a hot shower. When you get out, that cold hair hits you and then you put on the warm towel.
Okay, yeah. I guess. Okay, next up, hit or miss garbage disposals.
They're kind of nasty.
Well, don't you do like the ice trick where you like put the ice in with some like
I guess you can, but I mean, I think like garbage disposal and the food's down in there and the gnats get it and then the gnats come out of the drain and you're dealing with gnats.
A
little topper. Okay.
It's a little topper.
I don't care.
Hit or miss, bro. Hit or miss.
Hit or miss. Hit or miss, Warren.
Hit. I use it.
Okay.
It does its job. I haven't had gnats or anything like that. Whatever.
You must keep yours clean.
I guess so.
All right.
Okay, next up, hit or miss banana bread.
If it's homemade and it's done right with real bananas, it's a super big hit.
Yeah, it's good.
I love bananas. Bananas are so good. Bananas are underrated.
Yeah, agreed.
Bananas are super underrated. Think about it.
Yeah,
they really are.
They're great. Dude, my sister, I remember like growing up, there would always be like a banana that she saves out so it gets a little black, you know, like gets that banana bread style, you know? Seriously. That's what she does. No, 1,000%.
Mushy bananas is no go.
Yeah, no. But she does it for the banana bread and it's amazing.
Okay. All right.
It's amazing.
I'd rather have a firm banana. I'd almost rather have a green banana than I would a mushy brown banana.
Okay, well, yeah, obviously. Like if you're just eating the banana itself, but for the banana bread, like I would always see that. If anybody touches that banana when I was younger, my sister would have there would be a wrath.
Some stellar banana pudding.
Oh, that's See, banana and strawberries together.
Bananas and peanut butter.
And peanut butter.
Peanut butter.
W. Okay. Next up, guys. Hit or miss. MODOK and Ant-Man.
The butt scene.
I mean, is he like MODOK in the comics?
He was so stupid and so silly. It was a hit.
That's the thing. Yeah, it actually did crack me up with how stupid he was and how funny they made him. Is he like from the comics? No, but whatever.
I think that
in
was
a
one of
movie
the
that wasn't incredible. That was
that was one of the bright spots of Ant-Man Quantumania for me.
I mean, yeah, but for a lot of people, it really was.
It made me laugh. It made me laugh.
And that's why I give it a hit.
I think that was the first time we had butt in a Marvel movie, wasn't it? Like actual cheeks.
True. And then I watched Agatha episode 1, and they're just doing it willy nilly. I'm like, what the crap?
Yep.
What are we doing here? This is Disney. Kids television. Hello.
Wait for Daredevil.
Oh, I'm just yeah.
I know.
I'm hyped. I'm hyped.
I mean,
you're gonna
Deadpool and Wolverine.
Yeah, you're gonna have bloody butts.
Heck yeah. My favorite. That's my favorite.
Oh no.
A blood fart? Okay, next up.
Oh boy.
Okay, next up. Come on, composure, guys. We're professionals. Hit or miss.
No.
Harry Potter.
All right, sorry.
Harry Potter HBO reboot.
Jimmy. You have to bring the squirt thing back up.
Oh no.
Okay, sorry. What'd you say?
Harry Potter HBO reboot.
It's gonna. I hate to be this guy. I think it's gonna be a miss.
Well, you're entitled to your wrong opinion.
You're having your opinion because you are a desperate fan for it to be good. You are in desperation for it not to suck. We've already seen your tone with freaking the Lord of the Ring or the
Rings of Power.
Rings of Power.
Yeah,
like it literally your soul what?
Yeah, I still think overall.
No, but
like
yes, by the last
seasons,
episode, you're like, I didn't even watch it. I don't even care.
Both seasons together, still a good show.
I think you're optimistic because you don't want it to be bad, which I understand because you're an Uber fan when it comes to the Harry Potter universe. But that doesn't change the fact that they are meddling with stuff that if they don't do it exactly right, it's gonna be bad.
So they're gonna take the stuff from the pages and put it to screen.
Who said that?
That's the goal. If they don't do it like that,
I've heard some wild casting rumors.
Yeah, but
I'm not gonna get into it.
Okay, listen. Listen. Okay, like we don't know anything about it.
What if Harry Potter gets cast as a girl? You okay?
I mean, no, I would not be okay with that just because it's not from the pages. We know specifically what Harry is.
So put an asterisk on it. You think it'll be great if they actually pull from the source material and don't deviate?
Yeah, I mean, if it's like...
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, because every director just pulls from the source material and doesn't deviate at all.
mean...
I'm wondering, what about, like, J.K. Rowling? Does she have say in this?
She does. She's got control over it.
So that's what I thought.
Does she?
She has
make
control,
sure that it's good.
I think... And she's pretty, like, outspoken with her thoughts,
Very
too.
outspoken.
I feel like she'll shut down...
Isn't she hated by, like, a lot of people?
She's by a certain subset.
Well, she I think it started because, I think it was like, she came out and was like, there's only two genders. And then from there, it was just like,
it was.
Anytime I ever hear her name, it's spoken in like a negative light.
I mean, she's like, she goes to the extreme, which is not good, but like, she's a
but to that point, I feel like she will shut down anything that she doesn't feel.
She'll protect her IP.
Exactly. She'll protect her baby.
Gotcha. So when it comes to canon stuff, like she's involved, but whenever it comes to like Hogwarts Legacy, she had no involvement with that.
Gotcha.
So I think like, I mean,
do you see where they're working on Hogwarts Legacy too?
I did, and I posted a TikTok and a YouTube video yesterday. Shout out to West Nemo's channel. Okay.
Right, there you go.
Yeah, dude, I'm pretty excited about that.
Surprise, guys! We all have other channels outside of this.
So let me ask you real quick, Wes.
What's up?
And be honest. Are you excited as a fan of the game? Or are you excited because you're like, yep, there's another content train?
I mean, listen, dude, I'm excited regardless.
Dude, he's the king of Hogwarts Legacy videos.
Like, dude,
I've watched some of his Hogwarts Legacy videos. I have.
Listen, I'm excited for both reasons. You know what I'm saying?
I got you. All right.
Okay, next up.
One gnat just flying around.
That's why Jimmy doesn't like garbage disposal.
Yeah, no garbage disposal.
I mean,
you need to get the chopsticks out, Mr. Miyagi. The Karate Kid it.
We actually do have like this thing right next to our garbage disposal that does like, it's like you plug it in and like kills all the gnats. It's actually pretty cool.
That's cool.
Like if there ever is any that comes in, Okay, next up, we have hit or miss. The Wiccan's uniform at the end of Agatha. Hopefully I pronounced that right.
I'm a fan of Blue. I'm a fan of Blue. So it was a hit.
I mean, it's pretty comic accurate too.
It's comic accurate. They do what Marvel does is they give you a kind of a base uniform, so there's room to power level up, upgrade up.
Oh sure, but they also, like, I watched like Marvel's video on it. They wove like an X into it, which it's like X-Men, all that stuff like that. I was like, I think they did a good job with it.
They did. I don't know his name, but he did a really good job.
Joe Locke.
He did a really good job.
Or Lockie, I don't know.
Heck yeah.
But yeah.
Hit or miss, guys. The Cobra Kai TV show.
We're going to Saikai Taikai tournament. Saikai Taikai?
Dude,
the biggest
Jimmy's
tournament in the
passionate
world.
About this one.
Dude, it's going to be great. It's so cheesy and over the top. I love it. I am in.
Warren, thoughts?
I am all in.
Miyagi-Do.
Never
watched a single episode.
You haven't watched it at all? You honestly, dude, like you should.
Go
give
binge
it a try.
watch it. You'll love
That's
it.
what everybody says.
Have you watched the original movies?
Yes.
Okay. It's a fun one. Trust me, it's fun.
It is.
It's not as like serious as the other ones.
Miyagi-Do, Eagle Fang, Cobra Kai.
Yeah, it's good.
I will watch it eventually.
Yeah. Trust.
There's some things like Game of Thrones that I don't just like jump into in the beginning, and I just wait. Dude, like they're basically done to start them.
They hook you. They hook you in the first season because it's from Johnny's point of view. Like Johnny's an adult, but Johnny's still Johnny. And that's what really hooks you in. And then they expand out. But when you get to like season 2 or 3, there's some spots in that show. They're dark. There's some dark moments. Like, I don't want to spoil, but like.
Isn't he kind of like a douchebag in the show?
Oh, he's a huge douchebag, but you love him. You love him. All right.
Yeah. That started as a YouTube Red original?
Right. Yeah.
It was a YouTube Red original, bro. Yeah. Think about that. Okay.
Also, we're getting a new Karate Kid with LaRusso and Jackie Chan.
Jackie Chan.
Ooh, nice.
Movie.
Heck yeah, that'll be good. Okay. Next up, last one. Hit or miss.
Will it?
Captain America: Civil War.
That's it.
Is there there shouldn't be any question about this?
Yeah, what's the trick here?
No, there should
pander to the audience a little bit,
You pandered big time. Hit.
Do you guys remember the social media like marketing from that? Like you were Team Iron Man, Team Captain America.
Oh
on
yeah,
Twitter. That was crazy.
There was one with Kaylee Cuoco too. It's like Robert Downey Jr. and Chris Evans are at a party together or something like that, right? And they're like fighting over the last like hors d'oeuvre or something.
It was a donut. It was a donut.
Donut, yeah.
They were fighting over a donut.
Something like that. Yeah.
It's random, but it reminds me. Do you remember the marketing for Halo 5 when it was Locke versus Master Chief, and they made it look like Master Chief had died? Do you remember that? Anybody
I remember. Yeah.
Yeah.
Very
Which side are you picking?
Halo.
I don't remember.
All right. Anyway. All right. It is theory time. This looks like a good one. Every Simpson family member is a hidden genius, but only Lisa fully embraces her intellect, which makes her unhappy. Grandpa was once skilled and intelligent before being senile. Marge was a smart student, but chose a fulfilling life as a homemaker. Homer was genius potential, hindered by a crayon lodged in his brain, which he keeps to remain happy and socially accepted. Bart was once academically gifted, but decided, like Homer, ignorance is bliss, channeling his cleverness into pranks instead. Only Lisa chooses intellect over happiness, making her the family's loneliest and saddest member, while baby Maggie shows early signs of intelligence, has yet to make this choice. I'm not really sure what the theory, like, okay.
They're a family of geniuses. Like, are they not?
The Simpsons are a family of geniuses. Lisa's a genius and Maggie's a genius. The others are just
big
dirtbox dumb.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I would say. I'm like, I don't know if you're about to convince me that Homer Simpson is a genius.
Yeah.
Like, and he was, but now since a crown got lodged in his, I don't know. It's cool to think about. I do like theories like this, right? It's cool to think about, but no, I don't think so. It's,
they do predict all the world events.
I mean, the creators might be genius, and possibly time travelers. But
all right, the other one, and we're gonna do this again. We already did Breaking Bad and Walking Dead. Breaking Bad is a sequel to Malcolm in the Middle.
Oh my god!
With Walter White actually being an older Malcolm rather than Hal in disguise. The key argument is that Malcolm, known for his intelligence and chemistry skills, grows up to become Walt, mirroring Walt's manipulative, strategic, and at times morally ambiguous nature. Unlike Hal, who is a carefree and loving father, Malcolm and Walt share darker traits. Both are stubborn, both are brilliant, capable of selfishness and violence. Walt's distant relationship with his mother could hint at Malcolm's drift from his family, and his eventual teaching career might be inspired by his old teacher, Mr. Herkeby. The theory also speculates that Walter could be Malcolm's middle name, a tribute to his grandfather, with his surname remaining ambiguous due to the Malcolm in the Middle writer's intentional lack of clarity. My goodness gracious. I like the Walking Dead one better.
I think they just saw the same actor because it's the same actor, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah, I think they just saw the same actor and tried to make it work, which like kudos to you. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean,
that's I'm gonna that's weak. That's weak.
Well,
the Walking Dead one was.
You guys just aren't believers, okay?
Well, what I was about to say was, it's just really interesting. We'll never know, right? Like, no one's gonna come out and say this is true. I mean, unless someone's like a James Gunn, and you like tweet at them, you're like, "Hey, is this true?" And he's like, "Nope, yep." Or
I love those tweets, dude.
Well, we still don't know what the Last Guardians Easter egg is, by the way.
We talked about that with like the Disney universe, all the connections, or Pixar.
Right. Like, unless somebody ever comes out and says, "Yo, this all true," it's like we're never gonna know. So theories.
That's
the
fun. So podcasts like us can have something to talk about.
Yep.
Easy.
All right. Random topics. Fortnite OG is coming back. Fortnite Chapter 2 is back. I haven't played it.
It's pretty solid. It's got like the OG loot, and then like
Grady's playing it. Said he's enjoying it. It's cool. It's cool.
It's got haunted hills in that.
The OG one is the crazy part, though.
OG one different. OG one, I'll jump on.
Yeah. So Chapter 1 is coming back. It's going to be after Season 6 is going to come out. It's going to have new content there, but then there's going to be a separate mode that's Fortnite Chapter 1. And it's going to go through Chapter 1 through 10, and it's going to have the loot pool from that season. It's going to be a different mode, separate to Chapter.
That's cool.
That's
fun. Dude. So think about the battle passes. Like imagine like a Fortnite OG battle pass where every season you get like another item from like that season of the the map.
That's pretty cool.
That's really sick.
Because like to this day, I still have like skins that you got from like I think I came in like Season 3 or something like that. Whenever I feel like whenever you wear one, people are like, "Yo,
you probably joined with the superhero season, didn't you?"
Yeah.
Season 3, I think that was superhero.
Like with Iron Man and everything?
No. Like that was like the fake superhero season. That was like the one of the meteor.
You had John Wick, but he wasn't John Wick.
I joined before that. No, not John Wick.
Oh no, yeah, sorry, that's not the one.
John Wick came later. The first one was a John Wick knockoff. And he was like Season 3.
And wasn't that like that was the skin that like if you saw somebody wearing it, you're like, oh my gosh, they're sweat. Because it took like a lot to get that skin or something. No, I was there for that. Maybe I came earlier, maybe like Season 2 or something like that.
Yeah, so Season 3 was the John Wick. I think the one that I'm thinking of is 4, which was like the
Are you talking about the superheroes where you can make your own superhero?
Yeah, that one. Yeah.
I was way before that. Yeah, I was there way
before
that. So maybe I was there sooner than I thought. Maybe I was in Season 1, who knows?
Hogwarts Legacy 2 is in production. We talked about that. It'll hopefully be good.
And what's interesting about that is it's going to connect. It's going to connect the storyline to the HBO show.
Series. I saw
Correct.
that.
Yep.
That's cool. So if the HBO series sucks, then Hogwarts Legacy 2 will suck.
Well, here's my theory. Okay, I think that it's going to be Hogwarts. So whatever Hogwarts Legacy 2 is, we're gonna the game is going to be a prequel to whatever happens in the show. So for instance, like the prequel to like in between like Goblet of Fire and Order of the Phoenix, it's going to be like Hogwarts Legacy 2 will tell of like the first order of the Phoenix. So like the first Wizarding War where Voldemort was at the top of his power, where he was fighting against like the Order of the Phoenix and the Death Eaters, that was like his first rise. I think that's what it's going to be.
I'm so glad you're excited.
I'm so hyped.
All right. Switch 2 backwards compatible according to Nintendo president. When are we getting the Switch 2?
So they said that it will be before on or before March 2025. That's the reveal.
Oh, the reveal.
Will we get it holiday 2025?
Probably holiday 25.
Yeah, holiday. So we'll get the Switch 2 with GTA before GTA 6?
Yes.
Possibly, yeah.
Totally.
Possibly.
All right. Favorite cereal is blank.
It's a myth, guys. It doesn't exist. It's never.
Oh, we got news for that.
Favorite cereal is blank.
Raisin Bran.
Whoa. I don't mind Raisin Bran, but the raisins
I like
stuck
Raisin
in my
Bran.
teeth. Have you ever had Kix?
Yeah.
But that's like sugarless cereal.
It is not sugarless. It's slightly sweetened. Ashley says the same thing. It's like it doesn't have any sugar on it. Yes, it does.
So, like, my favorite cereal would probably be Reese's Puffs, but like that's just candy, bro.
It is candy. What about Frosted Mini Wheats?
No.
I mean, you want to talk just candy? Fruity Pebbles.
Oh, dude, that's just sugar into my veins,
Captain
bro.
Crunch.
Tricks. Those are like straight
Tricks
up.
are for kids.
But I mean, I don't know. Some Captain Crunch. Ooh.
Oh, Captain Crunch is also
Peanut
just sugar.
butter Captain Crunch. Best fast food restaurant is
the best fast food restaurant.
Yep.
I'm saying Whataburger. I love me some Whataburger.
Is Chipotle considered a fast food restaurant?
I think it is. I think Chipotle's
We're
fast food.
talking they have to have a drive-through. Like
Chipotle has a drive-through.
You could walk in and you can walk in and just they will make your stuff and you're gone in 5 minutes.
Man, for quality and customer service, Chick-fil-A's up there too.
I mean, Chick-fil-A's definitely up there. It's Whataburger for me. It's they have so much. Their shakes are amazing. They have malt shakes, which I freaking love. They have burgers. Their fries are amazing. Chicken tenders are amazing. They have taquitos. Breakfast is fantastic. It's Whataburger for me.
Like, it's the GOAT.
I'm gonna go Chick-fil-A.
I think Jack in the Box probably for me.
Oh, the little mini tacos in a box. They're egg rolls.
The egg rolls are the best. They're the GOAT.
Yeah.
They're
Would
the
you
best
believe?
I don't even know if I don't know if I have a
believe
Jack in the Box by me.
That me and Ashley went to Dallas for our anniversary last weekend, and we ordered Jack in the Box late at night, Saturday night, and I ordered the egg rolls thinking of you.
Hey, let's see. Did you like them? They're good, aren't they?
I ate all 4 of them.
Dude, they're insanely good, bro.
They really are, and they come with like a little. It's not sweet and sour. It's a type of sweet and sour, but I don't know.
It's not like fully like sweet and sour.
It was good.
So good, dude.
It was good.
It's
all
clutch.
Right. GTA 6 still releasing fall 2025 according to Take-Two's earning calls. Yeah,
which was today.
We'll believe that when we see it. I mean, it'll come out on the Nintendo Switch too. Favorite Christmas movie? Fill in the blank. I have to go Home Alone.
I'm inclined to say The Grinch.
I have to go Home Alone, or Home Alone 2. Home Alone 2. Home Alone 2. Lost in New York.
That's pretty
Love
good.
It.
Yeah.
Wes?
I mean, like, see, like, Harry Potter 1? No.
Never mind, Wes.
No. I would say probably, like,
Die Hard.
If we're looking objectively, I would say Elf is probably the best Christmas movie.
Oh, forgot about Elf.
Elf is just a classic movie.
Grinch, Elf, like those are great movies.
Nightmare Before Christmas is good, but that's kind of like both. Like I would consider that a Halloween / Christmas movie.
Yeah,
I'll accept it. But Harry Potter 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, like those are my favorite Christmas movies. Like, GG.
All right, it's top 5 time.
I need a minute. I didn't do this.
Oh no.
Sorry, I had a crazy busy day, but they're not hard. Like the toxic fan bases, I don't even need to look up. But let me just look up some quick Adam Sandler movies.
Just pause the.
All right,
I'm gonna pause.
Yeah.
All right, it's top 5 time. We've got 2 today. The first one. Whew.
Which one are you starting with?
Top 5 most toxic fan bases.
Okay, that's fine. It gives me time to think about my other one because I still haven't decided.
It could be anything, any fan base. I'll start number 5, and this isn't against Taylor Swift. But I'm going to go with the Swifties.
So I'll go ahead and say Swifties as well. Put it at my number 5 because I used to be a big Swiftie, and I used to be someone who, posted online and went to all these shows. Like I've been to so many Taylor Swift shows, and I've personally firsthand experienced the toxicness of it. There's also a really great side to it as well, but they have some toxic fans.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. Number 4 for me. I'm so sorry, Wes. Harry Potter.
Huh?
Harry Potter.
You think there's that many toxic Harry Potter people in there?
Absolutely.
Really?
Yeah.
Wes, what do you think? I haven't really seen it.
I mean, I guess.
I mean, anytime Roland tweets, it's toxicity. I know that.
Yeah, but those are her haters. Those aren't Harry Potter fans.
And she has very strong opinions about controversial things as it is, right? So it's like about actual Harry Potter stuff itself. I haven't seen that much of it, but hey,
I feel like the Harry Potter fans and those fans are like way different.
I can see it. Man, I can see. Okay, so number 4 for me. I haven't. I'm gonna go with I'm not gonna say anything specific, but there's some K-pop fandoms out there that get really toxic because sometimes there's these people, y'all know the term stan, right? Like you stan something. There's these people that will like stan one group, and if you stan this group, you can't like this other group. And I'm like, well, why not? They're like, you just can't.
I remember
these fandoms don't get along with these
K-pop like groups like manipulating Twitter trending stuff. Yeah, crazy stuff.
That's what I'm saying. Like the fandoms get pretty crazy. And hey, I am so deep into K-pop. I have a K-pop channel. I have a marketing company that helps K-pop companies. I've been on tour literally with K-pop groups. Love K-pop. There are some toxic fandoms in there.
All right.
Really big toxic.
Number 3 for me is Marvel. You can't not have Marvel on your list. You do have Marvel on your list. You can stare off into the distance all you want to.
See, here's the deal.
Oh gosh.
I talk about Marvel every day. And yeah, I get some comments, but I think most of the really bad comments that I've seen recently aren't necessarily about. They're not specific to Marvel. It's more about like, you hear a lot of the people say the same things where it's like, well, this show has an agenda or this show is sexist, right? Either side of them. So it's like, I don't actually like attribute that to Marvel specifically. I think that's more like people who are either tired or the opposite. They think we need more of, DEI and all that stuff like that, right? I think that exists for a lot of different things. Like we've talked about a lot with Lord of the Rings, right? So I don't know. I mean, I wouldn't consider it one of the most toxic fandoms.
Okay.
But I could see how one would, obviously, right? I'm not saying you're wrong, but it's not on my list, actually. The next for me is Snyder fans.
Yeah, that's a given.
I don't think I need to explain.
No, you don't.
Like the Zack Snyder cut people. Yeah. And don't get me wrong.
Let it go. Let it go.
I'm a fan of the Snyder cut. I really am. But that was something crazy.
Let it go. Crazy stuff. Number 2, there's not going to be any argument. Call of Duty.
I didn't put that on my list. But yeah. No, you're not. Yeah. I mean, you would know more than anybody, right? Yeah. Call
of Duty community is something else.
Yeah, so for 2 and 1 for me, it's hard. But I'll say number 2 is League of Legends. As someone who plays League, dude, it's toxic. It is toxic. And I've been toxic on it because you get pissed off. Like,
you could say you could say most video. I mean, Fortnite's got a toxic fan base.
There's something about League of Legends, and I think
CS:GO
Wes can attest to this. There's just something about League of Legends. Like, dude, people just talk crap.
Yep.
Like, it's just.
I mean, were you in Call of Duty back in the golden age when?
Of course it was. The open lobbies in the beginning.
I don't think it was more intense ever than like Modern Warfare 2 lobbies and Halo 3 lobbies or Oof.
And teabagging and stuff.
Man.
Yeah, I don't know. No, but like League of Legends is like. I have it has to be the most frustrating game that I've played on a lot of different accounts. And I've been there through the entirety of COD.
Okay.
And maybe I'm just better at COD, not the best at League, but like, dude, it's toxic. Like it really
They'll type 3-page papers in the text chat because of how bad you are.
It's like, it's crazy. Dude. And I've raged so much at other people. I've stopped playing the game to type to people. It's like you got to that point where me and the same lane are just like standing there. We're just typing at each other. It's like, it's crazy. I've been chat banned on there so many times.
Number 1 for me is easy. It's Star Wars.
Number 1 for me is easy. It's Star Wars.
There you go. Also, Reddit. Honorable mention Reddit.
Just in general, yeah. Those.
Yeah, Reddit.
Yeah,
that every Reddit community is the worst human beings in the planet.
Absolutely. And whoever the admins are that think they have some pretend power on the internet.
Internet janitors, unpaid.
Yeah.
Internet janitors.
I want to get started.
All
right. One more top.
I love you, Star Wars fans. We are a Star Wars podcast.
We are Star Wars fans.
You.
And a Star
Only
Wars
you guys,
podcast.
not those other people.
I think most Star Wars fans will agree with us.
Oh, it's so intense. And it comes from passion, I believe.
Some of it.
And some trolling, but it can get bad. Yeah, no, totally. I mean, we've experienced already with our podcast.
Mm-hmm. Next up is the top 5 Adam Sandler movies. This was not easy. He has so many freaking hits
right now.
Number 5. I'm cheating. I'm putting 2 because I didn't know
where I get to put one.
2. Wedding Singer and Happy Gilmore for me at number 5.
I love hearing that because I get to put 2 now, but I have 7.
Come on.
Oh no. I'm gonna leave that one out. Yeah, I'm gonna leave that one out. So my 5 and 6, my 5 with the hyphenation, is gonna be Big Daddy. Oh wait, no, I have 7. I know. No, it's so hard, dude. They're so good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh no, I got this. Okay, Big Daddy and Waterboy. Big Daddy and the Waterboy.
Okay,
those are my cheating for number 5.
He got through 1. Everybody. Number 4, Grown Ups.
Okay.
Grown Ups 1. Grown Ups 2 wasn't that good. Grown Ups 1 was.
I can't really even differentiate between the two of them. Which is the one where they go to like the lake house stage with the dancing and stuff like that.
They go to like the lake house and then
Which is the one where there's a big fight in the backyard? 2 or 1?
I don't remember.
See, that's what I'm talking about. I can't differentiate between the two of them. The original but okay. Okay. Yeah, this is going to come in at my number 4. I now pronounce you Chuck and Larry. Okay. I love that movie, man. That's a great movie.
Number 3 for me is The Waterboy. H2O quality. Mama says.
You're drinking the wrong water.
Medulla oblongata.
No, Colonel Sanders, you're wrong. Yeah, no, and the reason I left the one out, which I'll give an honorable mention, is because I could probably quote it the least out of all of them. All right. But this is a tough one, but I'm gonna go with my number 3, Billy Madison.
Okay. All right. I don't think it aged well. I enjoy it. It's funny.
I could watch it. Yeah. No, I love that movie. And my
it's good. It's really good. It didn't age well enough for me to put it on my top 5. Number 2 for me, super 80s video game nerd kid, Pixels.
Pixel, you put Pixels on there.
Wow. Love it. Yeah.
I'm with this, but
that is such a rewatchable movie,
bro.
Dude, you got the Fire Blaster.
I'm gonna comment after this.
That didn't even come close to making my list. But hey, you like what you like.
I do.
My second is Just Go With It.
Okay.
I quote that movie all the time. Nick Swartzen's like fake German, the sheep herd. like me and my friends, when we play League, we actually joke all the time. We're like, hoof kick, and then he's out. Like, that's a great movie. Anyway.
Yeah. Number 1 for me is Click.
Okay.
I love
I didn't think about that one.
Don't say Adam Sandler can't do a deep movie, because that is not
true.
It's
deep. I mean, it's deep. I remember I cried when I watched it. So I'll have to put on my honorable mentions. I won't cheat. I won't put it on here. I didn't even think about it though. Right. It might have taken a spot, but for me, my number 1 is Happy Gilmore.
Okay,
W too. I was wondering why you.
I'm a hockey player.
I put it in number 5.
Yeah, but that should be way down, Jimmy. You put Pixels.
Pixels is
I can't believe you put Pixels.
You have to understand. I grew up as a kid in the 80s in those arcades. I literally directly.
So did I. Well, I didn't grow up in the 80s.
Yeah,
I was born in '89.
Okay, well, I did. Honorable mention.
I get it.
Longest Yard, 50 First Dates, Anger Management, Mr. Deeds, Uncut Gems, Chuck and Larry, Billy Madison, and Big Daddy.
dude. Yeah, like Pixels shouldn't be in your
Bro. The fact you put Pixels in Uncut Gems wasn't on your top 5.
I like Uncut Gems. It was good.
But also
I
Mr.
like
Deeds
Uncut
and not on
Gems.
your own top 5.
I didn't have enough room.
Bro, you
So
put
for
Pixels
me,
in. No.
I like
Yeah,
Pixels.
you had enough room.
Stop.
But for
Dude.
me, it was between The Waterboy, Big Daddy, and Mr. Deeds.
Anger management?
Anger
Yeah.
management is honorable mention. The
Oh.
Wedding Singer's honorable mention.
I forgot
50 First
about anger
Dates.
management.
Yeah, Jack
All right.
Nicholson. But for
Dude.
me, the one that I
Little
cut
Nicky?
out because I had 7 was
Nah,
Mr. Deeds.
Little
That
Nicky
was
was all right.
Little
Iconic.
Nicky was great when I was younger.
Yeah.
Definitely iconic.
I feel like that one didn't
KFC
age
and everything
well
like
either
that.
way.
But no, I don't think it aged well. Yeah.
All right.
But
Time
Pixel.
for One Must Go. Pixels was great. One Must Go.
I'm not saying it wasn't great, but best Adam Sandler movies. Ooh, I don't ever get to make fun of you for doing anything.
Yeah,
if I see it on TV, I'm watching it.
Okay,
Well,
one
so am I.
One
We're
Must
talking about
Go.
the best Adam Sandler movies.
To start with One Must
Must
Go,
Go.
it's going to be Pixels. The next one is going to be Yoda or Groot.
See ya, Groot. Bye,
I
Groot.
mean, yeah, I love that he's cute and everything, and he's got a cool story so far. But I mean, we have
It's freaking
Yoda,
Yoda.
and you know,
Not to mention, Yoda would kick the
fights
crap out
and-
of Groot.
Oh, dude, it wasn't even a challenge.
duh.
It
Did you say
just-
Groot?
It Groot.
Wait, did you say Groot?
Groot.
Oh, I thought you said Grogu.
No, Groot. I am Groot.
But
Groot.
hey, you could put Grogu.
I
See
am
you later,
Groot.
Grogu.
Yeah, I still think it's still
It's Yoda. Yoda's the
but-
goat.
but yeah, it's
Mhm.
still Yoda to me.
Right,
All right.
you are.
I thought you said Grogu at first. I was like, they're kind of like the same, but
Okay.
same, but different. You guys know that movie?
Yeah.
What's that? The Interview? The Interview? Yeah.
Next up, Thor, Batman, Spider-Man.
Wait, what is this? One Must
Thor.
Go?
One Must Go. I'm telling you what. I know who's going.
Or Batman or Spider-Man?
Mm-hmm.
I'm getting hate for this, I think, but Spider-Man's gone for me.
Oh my God! You
Spider-Man's
Thor
going
lover.
out back. He's going, true, Thor.
I'm a Thor. Everyone knows
I
I'm
like
a
Thor
Thor
too.
lover, and everyone knows
Um,
Batman's my favorite character.
Um,
These are literally my 2 favorite characters from each franchise, Thor and Batman.
See you later, Batman.
God, this guy, I can't.
This
I
dude.
don't even know what to do. I don't get to make fun of Jimmy that often, but but Batman,
Batman is the
dude,
GOAT. Thor is
Batman is the
incredible.
GOAT.
Thor is incredible.
This is on my side.
How
Was
Yeah.
that on Spider-Man?
how is
Spider-Man's going out back and
how is Spider-Man not the goat, buddy? Come on.
Oh yeah,
bro?
I don't know. I mean, it's
Batman,
hard,
Batman
but
could do
obviously
all
not.
that Spider-Man does without powers.
Spider-Man does everything Batman does with no money.
I feel like
Okay?
Spider-Man could get money if he wanted to, but he's too good.
He get
But
bit by a
anyway.
radioactive spider. He's literally he ulted. Batman, could do
Batman
all-
is rich.
Batman could do it all without powers.
Wes. Oh, that's awesome.
Mm.
Spider-Man's gone for me. Sorry,
Dude.
sorry, fans.
Crazy. Okay. Power seats, power windows, or power steering.
First of all, have either of you ever even driven a vehicle that didn't have power steering?
Yes, I've
That-
driven
I
a
was
vehicle
actually
that
about to
power
say
steering
that.
went
I don't
out.
really know.
Okay, it's
what
tough.
a car
It
is
sucks.
without
It
power
sucks.
steering.
So think about like you steer.
Yeah,
Now
you like
think
gotta
about-
actually crank it.
You got like 10 pounds of pressure pushing against you every time.
If your power steering goes
Probably
out on your
powered
vehicle,
seats.
it sucks.
I'm gonna say powered seats. I could pull a lever to lean back if I
Yeah.
wanted to, or pull a lever to scoot forward. Definitely the window. I don't want to. I had a car with cranking the windows. I don't want to crank the windows down. I'm gonna go powered.
I'm going power or One Must Go. Yeah, I'm gonna go power seats too.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
I don't
mean-
want to crank the window. I don't want to crank the steering wheel, and I can
Mhm.
pull a lever to move my seat. I don't care.
Gotcha.
And also the powered seats, like those things break all the time. Like I'd rather
They
have a
do.
manual just in general. Straight up. Okay.
Might have always been good for me, but yeah, I mean, I can see how they would break you.
Okay, next up. Tom Cruise, Brad Pitt, or Hugh Jackman. Choose wisely, boyos. It's such an easy answer. It's so easy.
See you later, Hugh Jackman.
What? You got rid of Hugh Jackman?
Yeah.
Okay, we're ending the podcast, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks for watching episode 13 of the Multiverse Podcast.
I know you're not mad at me about Tom Cruise. Tom Cruise is
Yeah.
the epitome. You're upset. You're saying I should have got rid of Brad Pitt. All the
Yeah.
Ocean's movies are amazing. Moneyball is amazing. Troy was amazing. Fight Club was amazing. Benjamin Button was amazing. Vampire Diaries or whatever that one was amazing. I could go on and on. So Hugh Jackman's got Wolverine, and he's got
Logan, Greatest Showman, Deadpool and Wolverine.
That's it.
Like Les Miserables.
No, I take that back. He's got that one where he's the magic we just talked about.
Yeah, The Prestige.
The Prestige, that's good too. But it's not Brad Pitt level. Come on.
Brad Pitt is like... What do you mean?
I'm getting rid of Tom Cruise.
What? Dude, hold on. Time out.
I was going to get rid of Brad Pitt, but then Jimmy went on a rant about all the Brad Pitt movies. I was like, yeah.
What?
Yeah, Tom Cruise.
Mission Impossible, Top Gun.
Wow.
Jack Reacher, the Mummy
that's
wasn't
what
good.
I was thinking. Oh, Jack Reacher.
Edge of Tomorrow.
Wasn't Tom Cruise in Days of Thunder? Where he was the NASCAR driver? Old one. I don't know. Dude. Brad Pitt did some kind of racing movie too. I can't remember what it was.
But Tropic Thunder.
Fury is so. Whoa!
Oh yeah,
Tropic
Fury. I
Thunder
forgot Fury.
things.
Come on.
You know what? I think Jimmy's right. I think
Brad and Tom's acting chops supersede.
I think I got to get rid of Hugh Jackman.
Yeah.
I really do, because to me, I'm holding on to Wolverine. You
can't do that.
I do like The Greatest Showman. I do like the movie Australia.
Brad Pitt was in Deadpool. Brad Pitt was in Deadpool too.
He was, but I think movie wise, if you're comparing, yes, I love all the Wolverine movies, but Tom Cruise and Brad Pitt have some crazy
Once Upon a Time in Hollywood,
crazy big movies. Yeah, I mean,
see ya, Hugh. All right, next one.
This is cooked.
Pass. I passed.
Brad Pitt's going bye. Okay, next up, Man of Steel, Spider-Man: Homecoming, and Black Panther.
Spider-Man: Homecoming.
Yeah, Spider-Man: Homecoming.
Easiest answer.
Yeah.
Spider-Man: Homecoming.
Black Panther was awesome. Man of Steel was really, really good. Spider-Man: Homecoming. I wouldn't even call that a mid-tier Marvel movie in my personal list, to be honest with you.
Yeah, it's not one of my favorites. It doesn't ever make any of my top movies. Yeah, I liked it, but I really liked Man of Steel. I don't think a lot of people do, but
Man of Steel, so good.
It's good.
That's Zack Snyder at his best, and he's just been gone downhill ever since. Like Chris Nolan gave him the perfect, hey buddy, I'll produce your movie for you, just do it. And then he floundered it. Okay. I mean, he floundered the rest of it, not the main stuff. Okay. Super Smash Bros. Melee, Super Smash Bros. Brawl, Smash 4, the Wii U one, or Smash Ultimate.
Smash 4.
I'm gonna have to go with that too, because I don't think I played that one.
Yeah, I mean, Smash 4 is just, anything on the Wii U is obviously going to go.
No one needed it. That's the thing. Yeah, the Wii U. I'm like, yeah.
Yep.
All right. It is
overrated,
time.
underrated. Let's get it. Dude, getting rid of Hugh Jackman, bro.
Yeah.
I'm still on the fence. It's between Hugh and
Brad Pitt and Tom Cruise.
They're
have more under their belt.
That's what I was going to say. They have a lot more movies. And the thing is a lot of their movies, the vast majority of their movies are really good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And I like
Brad Pitt, but I love Brad Pitt and I love Hugh Jackman. And that's why originally I was like Tom Cruise, but and then I'm like, okay, well maybe get rid of Brad Pitt. But I'm like, dude, Fury, Troy, those are two of my ultimate favorite movies.
Inglourious Bastards.
Inglourious Bastards, Meet Joe Black, which is one of my top 5 favorite movies of all time. I can't get rid of Brad Pitt.
Mr. and Mrs. Smith.
That, and I thought about Jack Reacher. You said Jack Reacher. I'm like, oh my gosh, that movie's fantastic. Mm-hmm. I'm like, you know what? Tom Cruise is pretty fantastic.
We definitely made the right answer.
I think it is, in all honesty. Because to me, Hugh Jackman just has Wolverine. And don't get me wrong, that is definitely enough. But they have Tom Cruise and Brad have so many movies that
now in terms of skill and talent, who's the best? Hugh Jackman takes it.
I say Brad Pitt.
Hugh Jackman takes the cake. Hugh Jackman can sing and dance, bro. He's literally one of the best. He's a theater kid. He's one of the best actors.
Brad Pitt has range.
You're cooked.
Well, and those are different. That's different, right? I mean,
and Tom Cruise proved he can dance too in Tropic Thunder.
Les Mis. He's got range, bro.
Hugh's got incredible talent. I'd actually put Hugh above Tom Cruise, but
Tom Cruise has just made so many good movies, though. Okay, overrated, underrated. Games with FPS higher than 60.
It's not a must. It's overrated. Just play the game. I know it's smoother and it's better, but all the elitists,
like FPS?
I need my 780 FPS or it's not acceptable to play this game, you pleb. It's great. It's overrated with how people, the elitists, have to have the high FPS.
I'm going to properly rate it on my experience because I usually play at like 150. Right, so I'm not like a 700 person, but you know,
I mean that's refresh rate of the monitor. It's perfect.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
Mine's more of an overrated for the toxic people. The toxic
Jimmy's also a like console player. Everyone else
that's all he needs is 60.
a console player,
just a console pleb.
One of those.
You get the PS5 Pro yet?
No.
That comes out tomorrow, I think. Okay, next up. The Last of Us 2.
I think underrated.
I never played the game.
It gets too much hate. It gets too much hate.
I still haven't beat the game because of one scene. They killed my dude off.
Well, it was expected. It was supposed to happen.
But it wasn't expected. We waited. It was from 2013 to 2020. We did not wait that long just for him to get killed.
Let's be real. They took him out. It was brutal.
It's called character assassination. They literally destroyed a. Okay, I'm not gonna cook. I'm not gonna
Wes, suck it up.
I'm not gonna cook. I'm not gonna cook. You know what I will suck it up with? Next up, Subway.
It's properly rated. When you walk in, the bread smells amazing. I get a tuna with banana peppers, vinegar, salt, pepper, lettuce, cucumber, American cheese, and a little bit of mayo, and Italian urban cheese bread. I like it. I'm good.
Dude, the Italian
probably
urban cheese.
rated. Yeah, I think they've got a lot of variety as well. But
they're freaking oatmeal cookie.
Woo. Oh my gosh,
so,
fresh.
You know what's funny? Oh yeah, you know what's funny is like because we talked about this. I eat a cold cut combo because in Happy Gilmore he does that ad for Subway and he says I eat a cold cut combo. And when I remember that one day when I was at Subway, I tried one. I was like, it was amazing. This is my go-to now.
There you go.
Thank you, Happy Gilmore.
Yeah, that was great. Okay, next up, the Batman movie.
It's properly rated. Is it though? Because I feel like it's a little underrated. Because
no, it's not.
I don't know. I've been seeing. Dude, literally yesterday, I saw a YouTube video that was titled "I actually don't like the Batman."
Well, good for that one individual. Don't play Batman victim. Everybody loved it. It's properly rated.
Well, if that's the case, then yeah, it's properly rated. But I've heard a few people kind of like go, yeah, I rewatched it and I really didn't like it as much the second time. But I loved it. I think it was great. So properly rated.
I thought it was underrated. Okay, next up though.
That's what
Apex
I'm saying.
Legends.
I do kind of feel like it's a little
properly rated. It's a good game.
Is it?
Is it?
Yes.
Is it?
It is.
I'm going to say it's overrated because I played it and I just couldn't get into it.
That's because you got to get good at it.
You want to know why I think that it's overrated? Bring back Titanfall. We want Titanfall 3, Vince.
Well,
dude.
Yeah,
Vince.
But, hey, the way they dropped it out of nowhere was pretty awesome.
Cool.
Titanfall
that was cool.
Was awesome. Titanfall was cool.
Yeah, the Apex launch, like them just like, oh, it's available now. And we're just like, huh?
What is this? Yeah, full-fledged FPS game.
Yeah. Okay, next up, Arcane.
Is that a Pokemon?
No. It's a show. League of Legends show.
I haven't watched it, so I can't give an opinion. Isn't there a Pokemon named Arcanine?
Arcanine. He was one of my top 5. Jimmy, way to pay attention. Sorry. Properly rated. It's a good show. With good direction. I just season 2 comes out soon, so I'm ready for it.
Woo!
It's a good show.
Okay.
It's a good show.
Yeah, since Jimmy is skipping this one, I will say properly rated. Next up we have Inception.
So I'm gonna give it a properly rated with a borderline overrated because there's too many people that are too high on this, including 2 people in this podcast.
You're cooked, Jimmy.
It's a good movie.
2v1, buddy.
Appreciate it for what it is.
It's a good movie, but it's not.
It's not. You guys ever watch?
It's not in the upper echelons of movies like you guys try to put it.
No, it totally is. It
100,000% is.
Have you guys watched Community? Jimmy, you haven't, right?
I have,
yeah. I've watched Community.
Oh, you watch? There's that one part where Donald Glover characters, he's like going on like a rant about something. He's like, I didn't get Inception.
No, I did not see that part.
What a lot of people are like. I think that's what a lot of people how they kind of feel about that. The only thing I will say is I hate the ending, the little spinning thing. I hate that. I hate when it's left up to the audience to decide. I always hate that.
I actually like that. You know, I actually had to write a paper
in
high school
your
for that.
Freaking story.
Yep. Is it reality? Are they, you know, in Inception? Okay. Are they in the dream? Next up, we have Beetlejuice.
That's
overrated.
The first one's overrated too. Sorry, but
first of all, you can't have a movie called Beetlejuice, and Beetlejuice is only in it for 16 minutes.
Wait,
oh my
really?
gosh, is that true?
Yeah,
I never saw it, so I didn't know.
I didn't either.
See, I mean, you guys already know me by now, though. I don't like movies like that, as it is.
Beetlejuice isn't a horror movie.
No, but it's
a comedy.
It's just the vibe. He doesn't like the vibe.
It's a vibe. I don't like the vibe. Yeah.
All right.
Okay. Next up, Halo 3.
Goat.
Yeah.
Goat.
Properly rated. Yeah.
Goat. Forge, theater mode. Yeah.
Goat.
Next up,
red versus blue.
I just realized how cool this Venom popcorn bucket looks because you can kind of just see the eyes and stuff.
Yeah,
it's like he's coming out of your shoulder.
Yeah. So Halo Red vs. Blue by what is it? Rooster Chicken.
Teeth, yep.
Rooster Chicken.
I don't know. I can't remember them. But dude, those were
clip it.
Robot Chicken, Rooster Chicken. Come on,
we are clipping it. Warren loves Rooster Chicken.
That's funny.
That's great.
I love Halo Red vs. Blue. That's hilarious.
Okay, next up, Assassin's Creed.
The whole franchise is underrated. Gets too much hate. Yes, there have been a couple misses, but there have been way more hits, and I love that universe.
Are you ready for the new game?
Talking about the games.
Underrated.
Yeah,
I'm ready for. They've got like 11 games coming, and I'm ready for every one of them.
I think it was 15. Actually,
rated.
15. Yeah, keep it coming.
Shush.
Keep it coming.
Yeah, the game franchise, yes. I didn't know if we were talking about the movie or the game.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, no, the Michael Fassbender movie, we don't talk about that one as a franchise.
That's what I thought we generally agreed to do as fans.
But, yeah. Huh? Ooh, what movie? Next up, Batman, the animated series.
I'm going to say properly rated.
Yeah.
I mean,
any comments, questions, concerns?
Nope.
No? Okay.
I think we
talked too much. I think we talked too much about Batman.
Okay. Well, that's not true, and I will continue to put these on the list.
Enough about Batman.
Next
Titty
up,
Batman.
And last one, Scary Movie.
It's just
They're back.
a good time.
They're back.
I know. I saw Marley
Wayans.
Pog. I know. It
The
properly
Wayans brothers.
rated. The Wayans brothers.
For you know what?
17 years later.
For what they actually set out to do, they do an amazing job. Like the parody, like the parodies of it. Like, I mean, yeah. Again, that's still borderline not my cup of tea, but they are funny.
Yeah. Kind of like not another teen movie, you know.
All right, we got a couple comments.
Those parody movies.
Yep.
Dirt Dauber YouTube, who always comments, says, Warren, you can have your own opinions. Jimmy, no, you're wrong. Get out. The difference between y'all's reactions to each other's opinions will never not be funny to me. I'm sorry. Well, I appreciate it.
I saw your comment, and then I had to look in the podcast to find where it was, and I'm going through an hour and a half of footage. Literally today in the gym this morning, I found it and I watched it and I was laughing. I think I was actually defending Wes, and Jimmy's like, no. I was like, you can have your own opinion. Jimmy's like, no, you can't.
No, you cannot. Not on this podcast. All right. Cyrax says, disappointed y'all didn't react to one of Warren's favorite NBA players getting a hilarious statue. We did not talk about Dwayne Wade's statue or Dwayne Wade's reaction. I mean, he played it off good. And he said it's about immortalizing the moment. When he pulled that down, woo!
Yeah,
it was rough.
It was just a big meme on the internet, right? At that point, and it was rough.
It was rough.
It was rough, but that's funny. That's funny how you put that, Cyrac, though. That's just funny how you phrased that comment.
Yeah,
I guess I'm just never gonna live this NBA thing now. Huh?
No, you're not. You
fine.
are the you.
I love those players.
You are the NBA meme. Tawara, over halfway to becoming a habit. Almost there. That was just us. Me replying, showing some love. Halfway to a habit is in reference to it takes 21 days to create a habit. So we decided that it takes 21 podcast episodes for this to become a habit. And we are definitely over halfway there.
Do you think Do you think we've hit 21 hours?
Oh, absolutely.
You think we have?
Yeah, because the average podcast is an hour and a half to almost 2 hours long.
Yeah, sometimes we get those 2 hours. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. I think so.
Well, yeah, because it was maybe, yeah.
One of these days, maybe we'll do like a marathon or something, or a live stream. I don't know.
Do we do a live stream for our 21st episode?
Let's do it.
Could. I'd be down.
I could shout out on my channel, link it and everything. Like, we get a bunch of people in here.
That would be fun.
I wish there was a way to like give a membership away just to everybody who's here with us right now.
Awesome. Doesn't YouTube now have gifted subs?
Maybe we could
members. Yeah.
I would love to do a live stream and gift, all our supporters.
Some of these ones that comment every day.
Yeah, I would love to gift them memberships and do a live stream for everybody, but only members can talk or something like that. We'll have to think about it.
Membership chat, and then they have a custom badge and
something like that. I'd love to get back to you guys because
absolutely.
It's hard to get started in the beginning,
I would be. I think. Go ahead.
Well, it's interesting. Like, I remember when I first started YouTube, it was a time where I watched this happen with a lot of other people, where you could legit get a shout out and you're good. Like, your YouTube channel set. It is nothing like that now.
It's
like, you think about it. Jimmy's got almost 3 million subs on his channel. I have almost 1 million on mine. We've both done a lot of shout outs.
Shout outs are actually a negative. They're a hindrance now.
They're almost a negative now. Yeah. So I really do appreciate everybody showing up now, because this support means a lot to us right now, because it really is hard to get started now. Even if you're seasoned veterans like me and Jimmy, who know what we're doing for the most part. I mean, it's still hard for us.
We like to act like we do.
Yeah, exactly. We like to act like we do. We've been in it a while. Jimmy's been in it for over a decade.
Forever, like 30 years.
Yeah. I'm coming up on, I think,
2012 for me.
8 years, 9. Yeah.
Yeah. Wes is only like 2 years
2012
behind me.
for Wes. Oh, wow. Yeah. I started in 2018.
Yeah.
It was 2018 for me. So I'm the noob here.
You are the newbie.
But it is really hard because it's nothing like it used to be before. Like, I've gone on several other podcasts as a guest and like, hey, can you shout us out? I think it would really help. I'm like,
no,
I don't know. It'll help you get views.
Yeah.
But subs is like a completely different thing. So thank you to everybody.
I like the 21 episode we make a live stream for sure.
Yeah, cool. Yeah, cool.
Let's set that in stone. Let's lock it in, boys. All right, that's episode 13. Make sure you guys follow us on every audio platform, Spotify,
please.
Podbean, Apple, wherever that may be. And if you want to catch the video version, it's home at YouTube. So yeah. And if you want to catch clips and funny moments, TikTok and Instagram for sure.
If you're here for Wes, it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter because you can't see him. So it's just
YouTube.com/Wes Nemo.
Beautiful.
Episode 100 is the Wes face reveal.
Hey, Doomsday's coming up.
But do we get to that before Doomsday?
No, probably not. I don't know. One a week? No.
100
it'll be close.
Or Doomsday. 100 or Doomsday.
Yeah.
Wes face reveal.
There you go. All right, guys. Peace.
Thanks, guys.
Bye.
See ya.